Welcome back. Headlines Today has learned that one day before the ICC's meeting in Singapore to discuss the revamp plan proposed by the BCCI, England Cricket Board and Cricket Australia, the crack is widening between the world's cricket boards. A day after Cricket South Africa sent a letter to the ICC opposing the BCCI proposed ICC revamp plan over democratic principles, the Sri Lankan Cricket Board too now has sent a letter to the ICC, an exclusive copy of which is with Headlines Today, questioning the validity of the plan itself. The Sri Lankan Board has asked some hard questions in this letter. Can the BCCI, ECB and Cricket Australia themselves vote on resolutions having mooted them? Will the three boards voting constitute a violation of the ICC ethics code? Are these resolutions legally tenable? Isn't it unconstitutional for the three boards to have permanent positions in the ICC's executive board? In addition to this, we also have learned that three opposing boards, CSA, PCB and the Sri Lankan board, have convened a private meeting in Singapore tonight, just before the all-important meeting tomorrow, to iron out a strategy and stand united against the revamp proposal. It is to be seen in this view of growing opposition, how will the big three manage to get these proposals through? Consultant editor Boria Majumdar joins me for more on this. Boria, the cricketing world is clearly divided into two lobbies. Many would say the haves and the have-nots. What's the road ahead?
You know, it's very difficult to say, Gaurav, what's the way ahead, because as you very rightly said, in fact, the meeting in Singapore today evening is extremely interesting. All the chief execs of each of these three boards, the treasurers, the secretaries, the presidents, you know, several people have now landed in Singapore. I can confirm to you that that meeting is confirmed. It is going to be held evening time in Singapore, where these three boards, the Sri Lankan Cricket Board, the Pakistan Cricket Board and Cricket South Africa, will be meeting to discuss their strategy ahead of tomorrow's meeting. They will also want to speak in one common voice, is what I understand from them. You know, this is interesting. In England, today there has been Lord Wolf coming out and very, very seriously castigating the revamp proposals. Sri Lankan Cricket Board, the exclusive letter that you're putting out, they have castigated the ICC, asking some very important legal questions about the validity of these proposals. Pakistan, the executive committee met and they have already told Zaka Ashraf that there is no way Pakistan is going to support. Now, there are three questions here. One, without these three boards, can these resolutions go through? No, they can't. Because any constitutional change, you will need 8 votes. Revenue is one such issue. Governance structure is the other such issue. You will need to amend the ICC's constitution. Without these three boards, you cannot pass the resolution. If they try to force, and this is what I've been, hearing for the last 2-3 hours, that if the big three try and force these resolutions without these three boards, there are three things that might happen. One, there will be a walkout of that meeting. Two, they will be legally challenged. These three boards will take the ICC to court, will take any such resolution which is passed without the support of 8 members. They will say this is legally untenable and take the body to court. 3, the president's position will be questioned and Alan Isaac will be asked, how is it that he is allowing such things to happen? This has never happened in world cricket, ever again. I don't remember in my 20 years of understanding cricket, following cricket, I have never seen a situation like this before.
And clearly this is extremely damaging for the world of cricket. I mean, instead of cricket being spread to newer areas, a fight within would lead to implosion and a lot of bad blood. Clearly that cricketing playing countries cannot afford at this stage, Boria.
Precisely. I mean, I don't understand how, because whatever happens, now the rift is out in the open. I don't understand how this can be mended. I mean, what is the mend? What is the answer? Because either the big three will have their way. Now that's going to be bullying, bulldozing, power struggle. Either these people will have their way. That also will be bullying, bulldozing, power struggle. Because it's now two lobbies which just don't see eye to eye with each other. Either it will be carrot dangling, there will be some sort of a compromise which is an unhealthy compromise. I mean, how is it that the cricket world will function going ahead? I don't understand that. Either way, cricket is the loser. Because from day one, if it was a democratic way of getting everybody together and trying to, revamp the ICC, one would have understood. But now, the fissures are so deep down, the whole structure of the body itself is turning fragile. BCCI, ECB, Cricket Australia will find it extremely difficult. Trust me, they will find it extremely difficult to get these proposals passed tomorrow. And if they push their way through, this is what I'm learning. There might be a walkout, there might be legal challenge, and third, most importantly, the President's position will also be challenged tomorrow. So very big 24 hours ahead for world cricket.
Very interesting. Keep tracking those developments, Boria. I will come back to you.